Alright, what is up guys? Sorry for the delay of this video. I just wanted to cover as much as I possibly can about Quake, and hopefully this is it. One of you was curious about my mastery setup, so here it is. I would say it's a pretty basic non-suicide build, and I will not spend too much time on it since it's all about Quake in this video. So yeah, let's go through the two main ways you can play Quake and power through a few situations. And yeah, do bear with me with this one, it's gonna be a long video. I am terrible at naming things, so let's just call the first way to play Quake parry charge. Its name is exactly what you need to do: charge your heavy attack and parry. For this to work, you need to take note of the distance between you and the opponent. When it's close range, the timing of your parries have to be quicker once the opponent breaks out of the stun. This is because light attacks are more swift compared to mediums, and opponents are more likely to throw light attacks when they are right next to you. Therefore, when the opponent dashes back and forth performing a medium attack, this time round the timing of your parries will be a split second delayed. Now let's take a look at this fight against a debuff immune champion. So this OG Spidey is in Act 5.4.5 under the immune lane. So the only thing I didn't cover in the previous clip was if the opponent throws a heavy attack. So if the opponent throws a heavy, quickly tap to charge your heavy again after you auto evade. And then it's just basically alternating between charging your heavy and parrying the next hit, charging heavy, parrying the next hit. You get what I mean? So yeah, there is no dexterity involved when you are using this method against a debuff immune champion. You just have to be really quick with your thumbs and try to parry the second hit as much as possible if you can, to reduce the damage taken, or just block it, it's fine. So yeah, that is it. Now let's take a look at a different fight using the same tactic. Now it's against a stun immune. So the best place to actually practice your quick movement is in Road to the Labyrinth, Chapter 4.1 against the Black Panther Civil War. So unlike the debuff immune champion that you fought earlier, you are now able to apply concussion on the opponent when you charge your heavy. So right now you can see that I am not dashing back, I am just using the parry charge tactic. So after 10 seconds of charging your heavy attack, aftershock kicks in, and if you have charged more than 4 aftershock scale, concussion is inflicted, and this allows you to evade all basic attacks from the opponent. So right here you can see that I am not touching my screen at all, and unfortunately the AI wasn't that aggressive during the concussion phase. Otherwise you will see that Quake will be auto evading like mad, and I did it once again. And yeah, this is the part where I actually did the second method to play Quake, which I will just name it the dexterity charge. And what you need to do is exactly the same as the parry charge, just switch it with dashing back. So disclaimer, Black Panther is going to perform 4 hits, so you will need the same amount of actions to counter that, and that is 4. So we dash in for the first medium attack, and once I auto evade, I will do the first action, which is swiping back to dodge the second hit of his, and once I swipe back, I will immediately hold my block to charge my heavy attack. He goes in for the third hit, I auto evade, and once I do, dash back to evade that fourth hit. And once I'm done dashing back, I will hold on to my block because I know that he has completed his combo. So since we are at 8% speed right now, we have a little bit of time to let all of that info sink in before we move on to counter the next 5-hit combo, which is right now. So he goes in for the first hit, and once I auto evade, I will swipe back to dodge the second hit, and once I swipe back, I will hold on to charging my heavy so that I can evade the third hit, and once I auto evade, I will swipe back to dodge the fourth hit and charge my heavy attack to auto evade the final hit. And because that is his last hit that ends the combo, my right thumb will tap again to charge my heavy attack. So yeah, hopefully what I said makes sense. And basically what you need to look out for is when the opponent ends his combo. So there are actually 2 ways to end a combo. It's either the 4th light attack or the 2nd medium attack. And that being said, there are a ton of combos the opponent can end with, but we will get into them later. So it's always good to know the opponent's animation before you get into a lengthy fight That way you can react swiftly, because to be honest, you only have a split second to do so. But if sometimes you are feeling lazy like me to find a dual target, or it's against a new champion, you can continuously swipe back and charge your heavy, but you will run into a risk of not being able to either swipe back or charge your heavy in time. This is because you are not reacting to the opponent's action, and you can easily just get screwed over if the AI decides to do a 2 times 5 hit combo on you. So I'm saying, if you don't know a certain champion's animation, you should continuously just swipe back and charge your heavy, but you need to quickly identify how it looks like when they end their combo, otherwise something like this will happen. So this was my first lengthy fight after I sort of learned how to play with Quake, and as you can see, I was fumbling with my thumbs and I wasn't reacting to his actions, and that is why after reviewing my mistakes, I feel that if you have dash back one additional time when you should have been holding on to your heavy attack and charging it, you can actually dash back 2 times like I did in this clip, because I felt that my Quake was gonna get hit by the next hit from Black Panthers. So yeah, that is why it's very important to actually react to the opponent's action. I have categorized the following examples based on the number of attacks the opponent throws. So let's take a look at the different scenarios that you will experience or encounter in a fight. It takes at least 2 hits for the opponent to end their combo, and it will be a medium. So what I like to do is to find out before or during the fight how does the second medium looks like. That way I know that he has ended his combo and I need to charge my heavy in order to auto evade instead of swapping back. So I'm sure you guys are able to tell by now how does Ultron's second medium looks like. It's the forceful downward punch. Now to end a combo with his 4th light attack, he will thrust his palms forward. So yeah, once you identify that and his second medium attack, all you need is to keep a lookout for these two, and they are the cues for you to hold your heavy charge and not swipe back additionally. And I've already gone through the scenarios for the 4 and 5 hit combo, so I will not bother you guys more on that. And yeah, here are just a few more combos that you will definitely go through. So my next takeaway from the review of my video was that opponents can actually continue their combos even after they are stunned. So that really caught me off guard and screwed me over a few times in the fight, and I will not go through, I will not play the entire fight because it is 18 minutes long. So we got into chapter 3.3 in variant difficulty Ultron's Assault, and this Ultron has the EMP modifications. So whenever you have a buff, Ultron will get an overclock charge, and whenever he uses a special attack, it will convert those charges into passive shocks, which deals an insane amount of damage. And yeah, I will be showing you guys my mistakes that I've made throughout the run. So in my first attempt, I think I swiped back additionally and messed up the combo of swiping back and charging heavy, so I died there. The second attempt was a little bit BS. I don't know why it didn't register me as swiping backwards. And then there is the 4th attempt, whereby I didn't know the AI could actually continue their combo hits after they get stunned. So he dashed in, that was his first hit, and there goes his second, third, fourth, fifth. So I released my right thumb because I thought that he would go in for his 5th hit, because that wasn't how he ended his combo. And in my 5th attempt, this time round, the game didn't register my charging of heavy, so yep, I just died of bleed. And for my 6th and 7th attempt, I will take the blame for this one because I messed up on my charging of heavies and swapping back. I was messing up way too much on his 3-hit combos, and yeah, for my 8th attempt it was back at it again. It didn't register my right thumb, and for the next attempt I messed up again. So overall it took me a total of 10 tries to get this Ultron down. Was it worth it? Definitely. It was really fun to complete it with a 4-star rank 4 Quake. I have actually ranked up my Quake to rank 5. If you have noticed in the earlier part of the video, this was an expensive run slash test that I mainly want to do it for my own sake, but it is highly not recommended to actually not use a team revive. So yeah, apart from Gladiator, Hulk, Corvus, and Medusa, Quake can also be a pretty decent choice for this Ultron. And that is all that I have for my how to Quake video. Seriously hope this helps you guys out, and I will leave you guys with the third and best attempt against this Ultron. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Adios.